Hey everybody, how is it going? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I want to go over the overall market averages really quick because I think today, even though it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of action going on, it's actually kind of a significant day technically, so I want to go over that. And then I want to get into some charts that I think look like they are ready to explode. And then after that, I'm going to get into my trading activity for the day as always. So if you want to see if I made or lost any money day trading, make sure you stick around for the end of the video to see that. But let's get into these market averages. I'm going to start off with the QQQ as I always do. This, of course, is the ETF for the NASDAQ. Now, when the day first started, I was thinking that if we had a bit of a sell-off and it held serve, I was going to buy some call options in the TQQQ because I thought we had a pretty good chance of having a nice reversal. It's had a little bit of a reversal, not as much as I had hoped, but the options expire tomorrow, so I'm going to hold them overnight and see if we can get some follow through to the upside. There's about a half an hour or so left in the trading day, so even though we've had a nice little hammer candle sort of right here, it's not a huge hammer candle, but there's still about half an hour or so left, so who knows where it's going to end up. But going to the 15-minute chart on the Qs, you can see the lows are certainly getting higher. I would like it if this was a little bit stronger right here. If it was ending the day closer to 335, I'd be feeling a little bit better. And of course, I'd be feeling a little bit better because I bought the TQQQ 47 call. And, that obviously would be in the money by now if it was up there at 335. But the QQQ just looks like it's building up some momentum. I think it has an excellent chance of having a nice pop to the upside. Now, of course, with the overall market, who knows what the news is going to be because news trumps all. And if bad news comes out, then, this thing's probably going to roll over. That's why I didn't buy the TQQQ ETF itself. I just went ahead with some call options, just to limit my risk to the downside. But let's take a look at the spider. You can see the spider, same exact thing, had all the chance in the world to sell off today, and it's just been kind of getting bought up the whole day. Hopefully it ends towards the ends near the top of the range for the day. I think that's going to be very bullish. Looking at the diamonds, we can see same exact thing. So gap down and then just being bought up the rest of the day. So that is a very bullish sign. Of course, can't look at the overall market averages without looking at the IWM, and the IWM is even stronger. This thing is really close to ending up near the 21-period exponential moving average or the high of yesterday. It's already above the 8-period exponential moving average for today. So I think the IWM getting bought up is a really good sign, and it's a really good sign for a lot of those growth names that have been getting killed. I think we're starting to see some money pile in to those names that are just off, 50, 60, 70% that were the high flyers from a year or two ago. So that is a good sign that those things could be bottoming. Now let's take a look at oil real quick. Oil is absolutely, fallen off a cliff over the last couple of days, but you would expect that, and I said that in the video that I did on the oil stocks a couple days ago, that, it's not the end of the world if it has one of these big pullbacks. It doesn't mean it's not going to round up and, make another high, but, after it gets extended for 5, 6, 7 days like this in a row, then, you got a pullback inevitably coming into oil. All right, so let's get into some nice looking charts now. All of these charts have been building up some momentum to the upside and are putting pressure against some resistance areas. So I think they have the potential to have a nice pop soon. First one I want to talk about is CleanSpark, ticker symbol CLSK. But actually, before I get into that, I just want to let you know I have a Patreon group. The link is down there in the description. It's only $9.99 a month. I try to put out a pre-market video on the Patreon page before every single trading day just to show you what I am seeing in the market. And I'm also in that Discord every single day. But if you're not into the Patreon thing, simply liking the video would be greatly appreciated. But please remember, not a financial advisor. All of this is just my opinion and for entertainment purposes only. Please make all of your own buying and selling decisions. But let's get into this daily chart for CleanSpark. And full disclosure, I do own shares in this company. I am not looking to short-term trade this company. This is my play on Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin goes on another run, even if Bitcoin just kind of stays where it is, this company should benefit nicely. So that's my play on Bitcoin. But I watch this one every single day, and I've been noticing that these lows are starting to get higher, and it's putting pressure on this resistance area. So I think CleanSpark has a very good chance of popping through this and going on a a a fast run to the upside. So very nice looking chart in CleanSpark. And just from watching this thing on a daily basis, when this thing wants to get going, it can really get going. And I think that's why the options are expensive. I considered buying some options to potentially play this breakout, but man, they are a little expensive. So I think I'm just going to sit tight with the shares that I own. But let's get into the next one. Next one is Blink Charging, and I actually own shares of this one as well. Now this one, I am looking to just swing trade. I don't really want to hold this one for the long term. I'm just kind of hoping that this thing is going to break through this resistance area. And if I can get out anywhere near this 200 period simple moving average, slightly over $30 a share, I will be more than happy. But very nice pattern in Blink Charging. Same thing as CleanSpark, building up some momentum to the upside, and it looks like it is just poised to break through that. Next one is SLDP. See, SLDP, the same thing, just building up some momentum. It had all the opportunity in the world the last 2 days to sell off after running into this resistance area, but no sellers came into the market, at least not the last couple of days. So I think SLDP has some potential to potentially break through that resistance area and go on a run. Next one is ZEV. I've been watching this one as well. Momentum just keeps building on this one. This one has a very good chance of breaking through here and making a run at that 200 period simple moving average. So very nice pattern in ZEV. Next one is HYZN. If you follow my channel, some of these are review, but these things just keep building up some momentum against these resistance areas. So in my opinion, they just keep looking better and better. Just keeps building up pressure. So I mean, if one of these things do end up popping through, it could be a very nice move indeed. But HYZN just building up momentum, and I think if it does pop through, we got a great chance of getting up there to that 200 period simple moving average. Next one is FFEI. This one, a very nice pattern as well. I didn't put the resistance area on this chart yet, but we can see it pretty clearly. It's right around $6 a share, so very nice looking pattern, FFEI. These ones are all kind of looking the same, but these are those nice little patterns that, they offer some pretty high reward with some low risk. If you get a pop through this resistance area, there's a pretty good chance they can go on a nice run. If you kind of get a pop through it and they immediately reverse, you can take your, you can place your stop right down here below that 8 period exponential moving average, and your risk is usually much smaller than your potential gain. So nice looking chart, FFEI. Another one is Workhorse. Workhorse, same exact thing, really building up some pressure on this resistance area right around $4 a share. This is the one that I was super close to buying some call options on today. Haven't bought them yet. There's still a little bit of time left in the trading day. But if I jump off this video and I look at them and they're looking pretty good, I might end up buying some call options in Workhorse. Another one I want to go over real quick is HBM. This is the one I was talking about, and I actually missed this breakout today. But man, it's just a beautiful pattern. Same thing. This one was on the watch list, but like I said, I missed it. But just building up higher lows and ended up breaking up through that resistance area. That's just what I am, hoping that I can get in one of those other charts that I just showed you previously. Building up some momentum. I think there's a pretty good chance that at least a couple of them could end up looking like HBM. All right, so let's get into my trading activity for the day, and it was kind of a bummer of a day. The one that I wanted to trade took off without me, and the one that I ended up trading ended up being a loser, unfortunately. And then to top it all off, the market maker hosed me on both sides of it, so I hope they choke on it, but I'm going to get it all back with interest tomorrow. I don't even know if they can choke on it. It's probably all computers that are doing it now, but let's get into that losing trade, and it was in LGVN. If you're not familiar with my channel, I like to trade stocks that are gapping up as part of my gap and go day trading strategy. Just try to earn a little bit of money in the first half hour or so of the trading day. But like I said, this one did not work out. Now, when this thing gapped up, it pulled back. Looked like it was going to hold above this 50-period simple moving average, so I thought it had some potential to have a run and I can get a gain out of it, but unfortunately it didn't work out. But let's go to the minute chart. I'll show you how this one shaped up really quick. Let me situate the charts so we can see it just a little bit easier. But you can see we had this pullback down to around, actually started finding a floor right around 782, started making a nice little rounded bottom. It was jumping up above that 50-period simple moving average on the daily, so I put my order to buy it once it got above this little ceiling right here. I put in my order at 8:05 and executed my order at 8:14. So I knew that was off to a bad start when it executed me way up here. Went my way just a little bit, but then it rolled over and then it stopped me out. I put my stop just below the support level right here at 781. And it actually executed my order at 766 all the way down here. So they skinned me alive on both sides of this. When I was watching this one move around, the spreads really weren't all that bad. So I don't know why I ended up getting such terrible fills on both sides of it, but that just made the loss even greater. So try to play these little rounded bottom formations. You can call them J hooks. This one just happened to not work out, but oh well, I will get the next one. Now, the one that I actually wanted to trade, let me situate this chart a little bit better, was HYZN. This one has been red hot lately, and I talked about it in my pre-market video that these oil stocks were going to be hot coming out the gate, but they were probably going to get sold into, and that's what happened with HYZN, so I wanted to trade it rather quickly. So this is what I saw here. Let me go to the minute chart. Let me back it up here. Let me see if I can situate this so we can see it a little bit better. But this one, I wasn't even really waiting for a long extended rounded bottom because I figured they would be hot with the way everything's been going with the oil stocks. So I was going to put in an order if it broke this ceiling right here. And just as I was typing it in, it broke through it and broke through it fast. So I wasn't able to get the order in time, but I would like to have had the order executed right here, right around probably 8.99 or so. And if it would have been executed right there, we had a nice run going all the way up to, God, what is that, 988? So it was a move of about 10%. I usually try to take about 5-6% on these trades. So I probably would have had my sell order in here right around 949 or so if I would have got in. So that would have been a very nice trade for me. But unfortunately, it was just too fast, or I was too slow, or both. But that's the way it goes sometimes. Not every single day can be a winner. And just going to the TQQQ, let me go to that one real quick just so you can see that chart. But this one looks, just like the QQQ, but I bought the $47 call for about 25 cents. So if we get a nice little pop-up tomorrow, hopefully we get one of these type of days. And if we do, those things are going to pay off quite nicely. But there, there's a lot of risk in those. If we get a gap down tomorrow, those things are going to be basically worthless. So with trades like these, I don't swing for the fences on these. These are just small trades when I think I have a hunch the market is going to go one way or the other. But those were my trades for the day. Hopefully tomorrow will be a profitable day for me. But I'm going to end it right here. Thank you so much for watching my video all the way to the end. If you guys have any questions, make sure you leave it down there in the comment section, or if you know of any cool looking stock charts, or if you guys want me to look at a stock, make sure you leave it down there in the comment section, and I'll be glad to put it in one of these videos. But can end it right there. Thank you so much for watching my video all the way to the end, and until next time, take care, everybody.